Have you ever wanted to tell someone about your day, but you just couldn't find the right words? You know the basics like eat and sleep, but what about all the little things in between? It can be frustrating when you want to share your life story, but the English words get stuck. Well, today we are going to change that. We are going to walk through a full 24 hours together, from the moment you open your eyes in the morning to the moment you close them at night. By the end of this video, you will have every phrase you need to describe your life perfectly. Hello, everyone, and welcome. Today, we are doing something very special. We aren't just memorizing a list of words, we are going to build a story. Your story. We are going to look at the things we all do every single day. This is the best way to learn verbs because you can actually use them immediately. So, are you ready to master your daily routine vocabulary in English? Let's jump right in. The morning routine. Everything starts in the morning. Now think about the very first thing that happens. The sun comes up or maybe your alarm clock rings. What do? You wake up. Wake up just means you are no longer sleeping. Your eyes are open. But does that mean you are out of bed? Usually no. If you're like me, you might stay in bed for 5 more minutes, but eventually you have to move. This action is called getting out of bed. So first, I wake up. Then, I get out of bed. After I'm up, I head straight to the bathroom. This is where we do a few important things to freshen up. I wash my face to wake myself up fully. Then I brush my teeth. Notice the grammar here. We usually say my teeth, not the teeth. It makes it personal. Once I'm clean, I go to the kitchen. For many people, the kitchen is the most important room in the morning because that is where the coffee is. I usually make breakfast. Now, make implies you are cooking or preparing it. Maybe you make toast or you pour a bowl of cereal. If you just put food in your mouth, we say have breakfast or eat breakfast. Both are correct. I usually have coffee and toast. It's simple, but it helps me start the day. What do you have? Maybe tea or maybe just a banana? After eating, I realized I'm still in my pajamas, so I need to get dressed. This is a very common phrase. It means to put on your clothes. I go to my closet, choose a shirt and pants, and I put them on. If I'm leaving the house, I need two more things. I need to put on my shoes and put on my coat or jacket. We use the phrasal verb put on for clothing and accessories. Finally, I'm ready. I open the door and I leave the house. Once we leave the house, where do we go? Most of us go to work. If you're a student, you go to school. Now, things have changed a little bit recently. Sometimes I don't leave the house at all. Sometimes I work from home. Even if I work from home, I still follow the morning routine to get ready. It helps me focus. Let's talk about what happens during the workday. This is a great way to learn how to talk about your daily routine in English professionally. When I get to my workspace, I usually sit at my desk. Most of my work is digital, so I work on my computer. What exactly am I doing on the computer? Well, usually I answer emails. This is something almost everyone has to do. I read messages and I write replies. I also write reports or create documents. If you work at an office, or even if you work remotely, you probably have meetings. A meeting is just when a group of people comes together to talk about business. If you're at home, you might have an online meeting using a camera. Around 12 or 1 p.m., my stomach starts to make noise. It's time for a break. We call this lunchtime. At this time, I have lunch. Just like breakfast, you can say eat lunch or have lunch. Both are correct. I usually have coffee and toast. It's simple, but it helps me start the day. What do you have? Maybe tea or maybe just a banana? After lunch, it is unfortunately time to go back to work. I finish my tasks for the afternoon. I might talk to my colleagues, those are the people I work with, or finish up a project. The evening routine. Finally, the workday is over. This is my favorite time. I leave work and I go home. When I walk through my front door, I feel happy. The first thing I want to do is relax. To relax means to stop working and rest your mind and body. I might sit on the sofa. Sometimes I watch TV. I know some people like to watch the news, but I prefer watching a movie or a funny show to help me forget about work. After relaxing for a bit, I get hungry again. It is time for dinner. I usually cook dinner. Do you like cooking? I find it very calming. I might make pasta or a soup or maybe grill some chicken. If I'm very tired and I don't want to cook, I might order food, but usually I try to cook. After we eat, there is one chore that nobody likes to do. We have to wash the dishes. It's not fun, but it has to be done. I wash the plates, the cups, and the forks. Once the kitchen is clean, I have some free time before sleep. This is the evening time. I like to do things that are quiet. Sometimes I read a book. Reading is a fantastic way to improve your English, by the way. Or I might listen to music. I put on some soft, relaxing songs. If the weather is nice, I might go for a walk. Walking outside in the fresh air helps me clear my head. If you live with other people, like your family or a roommate, you might spend this time talking to family. You ask them about their day, and you tell them about yours. Finally, the day is coming to an end. I look at the clock and see it is late, maybe around 10:30 or 11 p.m. I go back to the bathroom to brush my teeth one last time. This is a good habit. Then I get undressed, which means taking off my day clothes and put on my pajamas. Then I go to bed. There's a small difference here I want to teach you. Go to bed means you walk to your bedroom and get under the covers. Go to sleep is when your brain shuts down and you're dreaming. So first you go to bed, and then you go to sleep. Wow, we did a lot today. Think about how many verbs we just used. Let's do a very quick review to make sure you remember the flow. We started with wake up and get out of bed. We went to the bathroom to brush teeth and wash face. We went to the kitchen to make breakfast. We got dressed, put on shoes, and left the house. We went to work, sat at the desk, and answered emails. We had lunch. Then we went home, relaxed, cooked dinner, and washed the dishes. Finally, we read a book or listened to music and went to bed. It seems like a lot, but these are actions you do every single day. The best way to practice this is to narrate your own life. Tomorrow morning, when you wake up, say to yourself in English, I am waking up. When you pour your coffee, say, I am making coffee. If you practice this every day, these words will become automatic. You won't even have to think about them. Learning English is a journey. It takes time, so be patient with yourself. You are doing a great job just by being here and listening to this lesson. I hope this walkthrough of our daily routine was helpful for you. If you learned something new today, please show your support. It really helps me create more lessons for you. Please hit that like button, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. This is 10-Minute English Academy, and I want to help you master English in simple, easy steps. Also, I have a question for you. What is your favorite part of the day? Is it the morning when everything is fresh, or the evening when you can relax? Let me know in the comments below. I love reading your answers. Thank you so much for watching. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.